And so tonight, I want to talk to the husbands and the wives who watch this channel. I want to talk to you about 8 things to stop doing today. I understand that marriage is hard. I've been married most of my life. Gail and I will be celebrating 37 years this month, July. And let me just tell you, it has not been an easy road, but these 8 things that I'm going to share with you are something that we began to implement years ago in our marriage. And let me just tell you, it transformed our marriage. And for you guys that know my story, I was the one off the chain. If he said go left, I was definitely going right. I came from a long boss of women that told me that I didn't need a man, don't have to have a man to take care of me, to whatever, accomplish anything. And I had that mindset going into my marriage, and it literally ruined my marriage. And Gail and I have been on the verge of divorce twice, but we decided that there's no plan B. We're going to make this work. So I had to do some deep diving, get myself some counseling, and change the way I think, how I showed up, and how I behave, and what came out of this mouth. This mouth right here can be a lethal weapon, and I had to learn to control it. But today I want to just talk to you about some practical things that you need to stop doing in your marriage today to make it last, to make it strong, and for you guys to survive.
We're bringing sexy back. We're bringing sexy back.
Let's get it started. Harder, won't you give it up?
Number 1 is stop ignoring your spouse when you guys are hurt. When he has hurt you or when she has hurt you, stop walking away and say, you know what, I don't have nothing to say to you. I'm not talking to you, all those kind of things. Instead, communicate your feelings. Tell them how the situation made you feel. Even if you agree to disagree, do not ignore your spouse. Have a conversation. You both are adults, and you need to get in a space where you're able to communicate your needs, your wants, and your feelings, and they're not debatable. It's just, I need to have a conversation and tell you how this made me feel, because I used to be one of those people that could go weeks without talking to Gail because he hurt my feelings, said something, he disagreed with me or whatever, and I just will hold the grudge. But stop ignoring your spouse when they hurt you. Instead, communicate your feelings, okay? Number 2, stop expecting your spouse to be perfect. You're not perfect, and he or she is definitely not perfect. There was only one perfect person that walked this earth, and Jesus Christ is not you. You are neither one of him, okay? So stop expecting your spouse to be perfect. They're going to make mistakes just like you are, and you guys need to meet somewhere in the middle and try to cover each other's faults, each other's shortcomings, those kind of things. Don't just continue to pick them out, because again, that can be very hurtful to their self-esteem and make them feel that they're not good enough for you, okay? Number 3, stop expecting your spouse to read your mind. This is a big one. And the longer you have been with your spouse, the more this happens, right? We think, oh, you've been with me 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, 25 years. You should know what I'm thinking. You should know how I'm going to react. You should know. No, stop asking and thinking that your spouse should read your mind. Open your mouth and tell them what you need from them. Open your mouth and tell them when they've hurt you. Open your mouth and tell them when you're sick. Open your mouth and say, I need help. Open your mouth. They're not mind readers. That's not their job, okay? Number 4, stop thinking that being vulnerable in front of your spouse makes you weak. And this is especially for men, right? Us women need to see you be vulnerable. Us women need to hear you say, you know what? I just can't do that, or I don't feel comfortable with that, or, that hurt me, or whatever. We need to see vulnerability, and you should be able to be 100% vulnerable with your spouse. Now, I know in the past there have been times that he or she have hurt you when you tried to be vulnerable, and they use it against you in later conversations. But again, that is not the reason for you to shield them. Your spouse should be your best friend, right? Your spouse is the person you should be able to let your hair down and let them know the good, the bad, and the ugly, and you guys cover one another, not expose one another. That is huge. Your job is to cover one another and not expose one another. And so you should be able to be vulnerable in front of your spouse. Even if they've hurt you before, you got to trust that God's got you and that they're going to have you as well, okay? Number 5, stop comparing your spouse to other people. This this is huge. Oh, I wish you could cook like so-and-so's wife. Oh, I wish you were strong like so-and-so's husband. Oh, I wish you did this like so-and-so's husband. Oh, I wish you would wear your hair like so-and-so's wife. No, stop comparing your spouse to other people. They did not marry those other people. They married you. So you guys need to make it work and find each other's strengths and cover each other's weaknesses. Okay. Number 6, stop comparing your marriage to other people's marriages, because truth be told, all of these social media platforms, nobody's getting on there and telling the truth. Everybody's going to show you the great vacations. Everybody's going to show you the new cars. Everybody's going to show you the great birthdays. Everybody's going to show you the new handbags and shoes. And everybody's going to show you that they all lovey-dovey, but you don't go behind closed doors with those people. I get the opportunity, right, to coach and counsel people all over the world, celebrities as well. And it's not all glitz and glamour what we think, right? And the reason why I got in this space is because my husband had told me, I am not posting another picture with you till you get on there and tell the truth, how you really behave behind closed doors. Yeah, the vacations look good, but you cuss me out all the way to the vacation in your behavior or whatever. So my thing is, stop comparing your marriage and work on your marriage so your marriage can be a beacon of light behind closed doors and in public. Okay, be true. Number 7, stop interrupting each other when each other is speaking. This is a huge one, and this is one that I still have not conquered. I'm just very open and honest. Sometimes when Gail is talking and he's not saying something correctly, or I feel that he is attacking me or whatever, I will interrupt him. And I had to learn that I need to listen to understand and not always respond. Have I mastered that? The answer is no. But am I much better than I was? The answer is yes. So make sure that you hear your spouse all the way out, because the brain is already automatically trained to respond. But listen to understand as best as you can before you respond, because you never know what they're going to say before they finish, because you think that you do. You automatically want to jump in, and the brain is automatically always ready to defend, to take care and to shield. But let me just tell you, sometimes you just got to be quiet to get the whole entire side of what they're trying to say in order for you guys to come to a resolution. Okay. And number 8, stop being unforgiving. Stop being unforgiving. And I'm going to say this. It's hard, especially when your spouse keeps doing the same exact things that hurt you. But again, you decided that you're going to spend the rest of your life with this person. I'm not saying stay in an abusive situation where, they continue to abuse you mentally and physically. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that people are human. They're going to make mistakes. And if you have decided to stay in the marriage, forgive them. Forgiveness is for you, not for them. Okay? Because the weight of you trying to carry the unforgiveness can literally lead to sicknesses and disease. I'm telling you the truth. Okay? I love you guys to pieces. I am here every single Thursday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But before I go, if you want this video or any of my videos on my channel sent to either your spouse or someone else you want to view it, but you don't want to send it, do me a huge favor. Just click the link below, and one of my team members will be happy to send it on your behalf. I will see you next